Yes, yes, yes. That was funny to just read, man. Thanks for sending me that link. They were talking about. I missed this. Chris Rock, because I haven't watched his special. He got a special on Netflix called Tambourine. I've been like a little busy, with Black Panther and all this other stuff. They reportedly are saying he tried to hook up with Rihanna. I'm like, what? Chris Rock and Rihanna? So they sent me this. I'm like, I gotta see this. So I'm reading it, and he was like, he said that she looked at him like an auntie. She didn't even look at him like he was part of the male community or something. And then he's like, I went over there, it's like, hey, how you doing, Rihanna? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that's his pickup line? How you doing, Rihanna? She's in her 20s, Joe. You in your 50s. You gotta stick to what you are, a comedian. Okay? I mean, you can get ringside at the Knicks games and all that, but you're a comedian celebrity. Like, you're not pop. You gotta stick in your bracket of what you could do for them. You get those type of the Malik Comptons. You pick them up, them expiring actors who only making enough to pay the bills. You can get them. You ain't finna get somebody who got more money than you. What was you thinking? Like, I guess, like, cause he probably goes on, he probably don't see himself in the mirror every day, and don't really realize that he's gotten over. You see Chris Rock, he looks like Gumby or somebody, or that, or better yet, one of the pops or whatever, one of them characters from the PJs, the cartoon show. That's exactly what he looks like now. He's not the little kid from Everybody Loves Chris. He might think that's him, but he's not. I'm like, but what era was Chris Rock hot? When chicks be like, ooh, I love Chris. When he went and got the stylist and they fixed up all that Bugs Bunny stuff he had in his face, and took and put new teeth in him and let him grow his beard out and fashioning it up a little bit to try to cover up his face so people could see his face and stuff and try to make him look like a leading man. Even then he was like a 5. Chicks was like, after a couple of drinks maybe, he is Chris Rock. So that was like 15 years ago. You had a brief window. That window has closed. Now you look like some chewed up bubblegum that just fell out of bed. What is Rihanna gonna do with Rock? He had to shave that beard because it was turning gray. It had turned gray and he can't keep up with this Just for Men. So now he's like, I can't be outside one day and I done forgot my Just for Men. So what did you think you gonna do with a Rihanna? The worst thing she could have said to him was, okay, Chris, let's do this. If she'd have said that, you going over there, how you doing, Rihanna? Like you a high school principal. Though, and she said yes to this, that was the worst thing that could have happened to Chris. He wouldn't be able to keep up with no Rihanna. What you think? You 50-something years old. What you think she gonna do? Come over there while you read? Watch you read a book? Oh, I'm finna read today. It's going down. Me and Rihanna, we gonna eat some food. We gonna go home and read till I pass out. She likes that. She's in her 20s. You're gonna be over there taking her. You're gonna be at the All-Star game sitting there. Here it is, Chris Rock and Rihanna. You passing out in the third quarter. All in her lap. She don't want that. You think she want that? Man. Can you imagine that Chris Rock with Riri? Oh my goodness, y'all woke me up with this, man, and I appreciate it because this is hilarious. I'm gonna have to go watch his special, so it did its purpose. I was like, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna watch Chris Rock's special, just for this right here. But sometimes that's how, like right now, he's with some other girl who's 34, who nobody really heard before in life. An actress coming up. Well, that's good. That should keep him out of the Me Too movement. So that'll be great. He's coming up. Some girl named Megan, or I don't know how to pronounce her name. But anyhow, Chris Rock, his chances was none and none. She's with right now she's dating a Saudi prince worth $1.5 billion. Yeah, you out of the picture, Rock. I mean, he tries to stay young, you know. I see the way he dresses and stuff, and he tries to stay in the picture, but you hanging out, your in crowd is wrong. You hang out with Jerry Seinfeld, you know. No Rihanna's trying to hang out with Jerry Seinfelds. You know, like, hey, me and Jerry Seinfeld, we finna go kick it. You ain't even hanging out with Eddie Murphy no more. Eddie Murphy can get these type of women. You know why? And it's Metro. He's fashion. You are not in that department. You, Dave Chappelle, y'all are the worst dressers in comedy history. But to be honest, comedians are supposed to look like this. They are regular people who are dysfunctional. That's what makes them funny. Because they look at everything on the outside, but their life is a mess. It's a train wreck. They're completely dysfunctional, but they funny. And Rock falls in that category. And so does Dave Chappelle. Now, Kevin Hart is different. See, Kevin Hart is trying to, and that's why he's getting the Eddie Murphy type dollars. He can blend in. He's going to make sure his gray ain't going to show. He going to make sure he's dressed to the nines. He going to go to the gym. He going to put the work in. But not these comedians. They going to put in the work behind the director's chair, but they're socially awkward when it comes to dealing with the female entity. Hi. How are you doing, Rihanna? You calling her Rihanna? Her full government. He didn't even call her Riri. He just called her Rihanna. Straight, how you doing, Rihanna? I heard you gave Mrs. Sheffield trouble today in class. See, when you in your 50s, Chris, this is what you probably gonna want. You gonna want a girl who's in her 30s, late 30s, or somebody who in their 30s who could pass for 20s, early 30s. That's what you want. You don't want somebody who's actually in their 20s, who ain't even touched the 30s yet, ain't got money. Not for you. You don't want that. That's just another headache waiting around the corner. The best thing she ever did for you, Chris, is say no. Or look past you as if you didn't even exist. And I think that's about the nicest way I could put that. Without going overboard. But I'll be seeing, him trying. got on some skinny jeans that got some tears in it. He's got on some shirt, and now his hair look like, he feels like that's the style now, so his hair look like some wild stuff. I'm like, man, Rock, you too old for that. At some point, you got to realize the fashion has passed you by. That you can't go to that. If you see Karceno with some cut-up jeans, like, yo, with the pose, with some neon Nikes on, yeah, I must have fell and bumped my head, because I already know that's past me. Okay, that fashion is past me. I've grown past that nonsense. Now, this new age, if they want to go do that, and that's why they freezing cold on the bus stop, man, it's cold outside. Well, if half your leg wasn't sticking out your pants, because you got holes in them, you know, maybe that's how the air is seeping in. You're kind of like doing yourself non-service, but you think you look hot, so knock yourself out. I mean, really, dudes are walking around here at 9 looking like the Predator. I mean, they got on the tight leggings like the Predator suit, and their hair looking like the Predator, and their face looking like the Predator. They smoked and did so much Molly. I'm like, man, I just seen 4 of these Predator dudes in the mall together. They on the bus stops, they everywhere. What are you? Nah, let me stop. This video been going too long, man. Let me stop this. I'm having too much fun. Plus, Predator was on today, so just having a tie-in. I'm out.